Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark. In our Luminance Fugue series, we are finally in the dam. There is an aurora going that hopefully will not end anytime soon. But I just want to double-check my journal really quickly and also get the loading thing to happen because I'm just starting up this recording session. We have to find our way through the Carter Hydro Dam. We have to use Jeremiah's code to access the control room, which we already did in the last episode. So let's go ahead and get this party started. I've got some stuff curing here that I don't really need, or do I? Hang on. Am I wearing any deerskin stuff? No, of course I'm not, because this is story mode. Why would I be wearing any deerskin stuff? Let's keep moving. So we need to make our way down. Those wires are not as scary as I thought they were. I'm a little bit amused at myself, to tell you the truth. I think I've already explored everywhere else here. Are those matches? Those are matches. Mine. And nothing in those. All right, while this aurora is going, let's try and get down through Carter Hydro. Let me peek over here really quickly. Someone said something about the elevator.
I guess there's only one way to go from here.
Oh my gosh, the elevator does work. I'm glad I checked that. Let's make sure. How does the elevator work? Can we talk about that for a second? Why can't I get this backpack or this dead guy? They're just placeholders. Weird. Wow. All right then.
Holy shit, what was that?
Hello. I guess the elevator fell? Let's pry it open. Alright, can I... Okay, now I can search the backpack. Thank you. That makes more sense. Pry bar, painkillers, that's nice. Corpse? Okay. So... Hang on, hold that thought. We probably don't need that pry bar, to tell you the truth. Let's go ahead and drop one of them. So we're not encumbered. And I need to be very careful because live wires are a bitch, as I have found out in other play recently. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, that's right, I remember. Is that a dead wolf? Is this the corpse of Fluffy? A ravaged wolf carcass. We'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and get all this stuff. Well, no, I don't want to do that because it's so weird that there's a wolf corpse here. That's totally the corpse of Fluffy. That's the ghost of Fluffy. I don't want to do that because I don't want to pass time and then have the aurora, not be happening anymore. That would suck. So, I need to just find a way to get past these shenanigans. Now, what's the deal with how close you can get to these wires? Can I dance by them when they're not flickering? Yes, I can. Okay. So that's kind of the idea. Let's see if I can get up here first. I don't remember which way exactly to go. I'm nervous about standing on this giant metal staircase in the middle of an aurora. Anyone with me? Alright, there's an emergency exit there, which I could have just walked straight up to. Don't think we can do anything with it, though. No, it's not a functional door. I knew that, which is why I didn't walk up to it. It's new to the dam. If you've been playing The Long Dark for a while, that door didn't used to be there, but they added it recently. Alright, there's some more live wires. Any panels that I can hit to, like, make things less sparky, killy, deathy, dangery? Maybe? That would be ideal. I'm just not sure. Well, let's step up here. Again, I'm very antsy about staying in motion because I don't want this aurora to stop and then... Well, actually, now that we're down here, the aurora can probably stop and I'll be okay, but I would hate to be wrong about that. I don't even know what I just picked up. I know I got something, but I have no idea. I was talking. Oh, I don't think I've heard this. This sounds new. Soundtrack for story mode and survival mode are different, for those of you who are not aware. Okay, so there's nothing here, even though it looks like those planks should be able to take me somewhere. They can't. That light also is quite eerie. Let me step out here, and I believe I can go across this way. and this is the top of the staircase that I couldn't get up earlier. So now I go over here, and I believe there is a climbing a rope right there. Alright, so take me. Really, a mountaineering? Oh, no, don't take it. I need to climb down that. It's cool that you can take it, though. Let's go ahead and hop on this thing. Why do I feel like you just literally stepped down on top of wire? Okay, they're right there. This is terrifying. Strobe light effect. Alright, hang on. There we go. It's nice to finally be making progress after all those episodes of waiting on that aurora. That was highly frustrating. But, no. Get back down.
Shit, that burns.
Damn it. Got disoriented.
Oh, that hurts so much.
Alright, let's apply a bandage. That was not my intention. And I think that hurts. Does that hurt clothing? From what I recall, or am I dreaming that? Okay, it doesn't appear to have hurt my clothing. And I don't have... I do have one more affliction, so let's go ahead and use that.
That didn't work.
What do you mean? Oh, burns. Okay, hang on. So what do I have to do? So I have to use painkillers. I got it. I just wasted a bandage. My bad. I thought I had a burn on each hand. So, yeah, let's use these. Alright, now... let's get the light back out so that that doesn't happen again. Why am I going through my guns? 1 is the button you need to hit, Hadrian, not 2. There you go. I promise I know how to play this game. Alright, so... let me step over here to this little door right here, look around one last time, go through this door right here so that I can get the hell away from all the sparky wires, and go down to where there are more sparky wires. Hey, a bandage. That's handy. Antiseptic. Considering what I just did, that's very handy. Alright, so... still sparky things, but more to scavenge down here. There's some cloth, actually. I don't know that I want to scavenge that right now, because that would take, what was that, 9 minutes? Yeah. 9 minutes of lantern fuel that I really don't have. So, not going to worry about it. But let's look around and see what else we may be able to grab in here. Cloth and newsprint. See? Got some cloth without having to harvest it. That worked out well.
This'll come in handy.
Worn thermal underwear, worn wool socks. I don't think... yep, I've already got 2 pairs of climbing socks and 2 pairs of thermal underwear. So unless I find some long johns, which is an actual item... hey, a hoodie. Nice. I will not be changing out my underwear. I mean, I suppose if like the old bear like materialized on top of me, or the ghost of Fluffy literally attacked me, then might change that statement. But might change a couple of things, but not for now. So plastic container, what's in you? Trash can. Nothing. Only in the long dark would you be so frequently disappointed by finding nothing in a trash can. Also, I really want to get to that backpack. Can I just say that? I really would like to. I don't know if the wires are always dangerous to my health.
I need a horse.
Or if they're only dangerous to my health when they're sparking, but I don't want to risk it because I'm at pretty low condition right now. Now, again, permadeath does not exist in story mode, so I mean, I could just, you know, die and go back and try again, but I'm pretty sure that's happened at least once while I've been recording this, hasn't it? It's been a while, I don't remember, but I feel like it has. Okay, well, he said something about needing to eat, so I suppose I can feed him. I suppose that would be a decent thing to do. Let's eat these pinnacle peaches before they get any worse off condition-wise. We also have some pork and beans. Good news is these are all pretty heavy items. So eating them will also get rid of some encumbrance, thank God. Drink the Summit Soda, and that will also top off our thirst. We still have a candy bar on us. Didn't mean to do that. Already had the lantern out. Just trying to get it back out. Put it away. Because I once again hit 2 instead of 1. I guess I'm just really, really eager to shoot things for reasons that I can't even begin to explain. Yeah, see, I want to cross that.
Better watch out.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah, see, I don't know if they're always dangerous or they're just dangerous when you can see the light sparking and you can quickly dash across when it's not. But the interval also seems so quick. Yeah, see? See? This is now making me even more nervous. Maybe I do need to test it a little bit. Or maybe I just need to hang out down here now that I'm down here until the aurora's gone. Maybe that would be the smart thing to do. Or maybe it would be the dumb thing to do. I need to recover some condition, that's the problem. So here is what I'll do. Let me go ahead and put this lantern away. I will, first of all, refuel the lantern, because I need to. Let's sleep for 5 hours. I'll bet you the aurora will go away. If it doesn't, it might give me enough wiggle room to play around with... No, it went away. Alright. Question answered. Now I can turn that switch off no matter what, and I don't even need to turn the switch off because the aurora is gone. Okay, so we didn't have enough fuel to actually fully get the lantern turned back on, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and turn this bastard off. Presumably that will make it easier to traverse this room in the future, but it might not even matter. Again, we're playing on story mode, so I'm assuming there's a little bit less focus on setting things up for any return. Not that you always return to places in sandbox mode, but the point of sandbox is that you can go anywhere you want, anytime you want, and you can potentially return to places that you've already been. We might not do that here. We might not indeed. For a second that looked oddly like the side that I just left. It was weird. But I think I've been through here in story mode recently, and as I've commented on in both series, playing both series at once has been a bit of a mind job. Stale chocolate bar and a tinder plug. Alright, and what do we have over here? Nice. Alrighty then. Any other switches that I need to hit? I don't think so. I feel like I just saw a spark. That was weird. I'm super paranoid about these wires. Especially if like an aurora started right now. Oh my god, I'd be so bad. Alright, so it seems to a certain extent it might have been a good idea to wait for the aurora because we crossed lots of wires there that I didn't see switches for, so that might have been what we were supposed to do the whole time. Let's look around up here. Another locked locker. We picked up a lot of stuff in here, so we're going to have to do some inventory management before we head out into the world. Hey, salted crackers. Finding some food. Not just any grape soda. Simple tools. Pretty sure we've already found a toolkit at some point in this series, but I have no idea where it might be. And again, we're kind of proceeding in a linear fashion through the world, so it really doesn't matter where things might have been left. Stale chocolate bar. We might already be carrying a toolkit as well. Just can't recall. I'll pick up that too. Yeah, we're just going to do some serious inventory management before I go anywhere. That is the plan. Also, I guess I would pick up the... Can I not pick up the newspapers? Guess I can't pick up the newspapers. What's this? Metal control box? Don't care. Let's go through the filing cabinet, where we find a Summit soda, some tea. Okay, so this is clearly a food filing cabinet. Except for the top two drawers, which are thoroughly empty. Whoa! Hi. Hi. Was not expecting that. If you just cost me the rest of my lantern fuel, I'm going to be mad at you, random person who just hit me over the head. Who dis?
A locked case. Well, that is interesting. A locked metal case is a thing of the old world, stranger. It's a world of closed doors and things being off limits. Yeah, see, I was part of that world, but that world's over. This is my world now, and in my world, I make the rules.
Okay.
In my world, see, there are no locks.
Your world sounds crazy.
What's in the case?
I have no idea.
What's in the case?
I hope it's painkillers.
Your ID says you're a pilot. You have a plane somewhere.
My plane wouldn't do you any good.
Yeah. Should I show you what happened to the last person who lied to me? She didn't look so pretty after I was done.
She?
So now he's ready to talk. Well, don't worry, pilot. You'll be with her soon.
Okay, so this is the same credit sequence, I believe, as episode 1. That was an unexpected ending. I was thinking I was going to record a couple of episodes this session, and that was it. So I was very close to the end. And actually, is it weird if I'm a little bit annoyed that I couldn't finish exploring the room and finding what other loot was in there? That's just the survival, that's just the sandbox mode player in me. It's like, hey, well, I wasn't done looking around, you jerk. I was just opening the refrigerator. But anyway, interesting ending to episode 2. I mean, I'll be curious to see what exactly, whether he's referring to Astrid or someone else, because I could kind of see that coming as a plot twist, as if there wasn't actually, he was referring to someone else. But at the same time, interesting mechanics, right? Gameplay-wise, or maybe not so interesting, but more frustrating towards the end of episode 2 there. So I have read in the most recent dev diaries, if you haven't looked at the most recent update on the December patch that's coming to the Long Dark, definitely check out some of the stuff that they're going to be adding both to story mode and to survival mode, because they've listened to a lot of the feedback and a lot of the problems, I think, that longtime players of the Long Dark have with episode 1 and 2, which is just things like it's too linear, it's a bit too hand-holdy because it's trying to explain the mechanics to you, but if you've been playing the Long Dark for years, you don't need any of it explained to you. You've already learned the hard way, and to you that was the experience, and that was fun, and that's what's meaningful to. So it's not only unnecessary, but it's also kind of off-putting to long-time survival mode players, because we know what we're doing and we don't want to be told. So there's going to be some more open-endedness in future episodic content, and they might, as I recall, I'll have to double check this and you guys can talk about it in the comments, but I believe Raphael said that he actually, they'll be tweaking some stuff in episodes 1 and 2 to make future versions of these existing story mode segments more interesting. So yeah, that concludes Luminance Fugue. I'm shocked. I wasn't expecting to be done with this, but at the same time, it has been an extra series that I've had running off and on for a while. Normally I don't let them stop and start like this one, but had a few issues with, like I said, those frustrating gameplay mechanics towards the end, where, the game was really trying to make certain things happen. You were waiting on one thing to happen in one particular place, which is never the case in Sandbox. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of open-ended mechanics they have in mind for future story mode play in order to both tell a coherent story and continue the story that we have been watching so far, and also make the game more interesting to longtime players. Because I'm not saying it's flatly, universally uninteresting to longtime players, but that's something that they are aware of as a complaint from a large part of the fan base that has been around for a while. So it's definitely something that they'll be focusing on. And if you read Raphael's dev diary, he mentioned that's something that they will be doing. So anyway, thanks for watching. I will, I guess let me comment really quickly on future story mode play on the channel. I think I might do a playthrough of the next episode when it comes out, but let me speak from the heart for a second here as we end this. For those of you still listening, I don't know that I'm going to want to. We'll see. We'll see what kind of what the patch looks like and when episode 3 comes out, which will be next year at some point. It's not coming with a December update, but when episode 3 comes out, we'll see how I feel then. We'll see what updates they've made and how excited I am about it. But really, the reason I wasn't excited about story mode has nothing to do. I want to clarify this so that people don't get confused about what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with the stuff I was saying a second ago. It really doesn't. I knew that it was going to be a different experience. I knew there was going to be some tutorial-like elements. I'm not saying it didn't frustrate me, but I kind of knew from following the development of the game what I was going to be getting myself into. But for the purposes of my content on this channel, as I've talked about before, and as I believe I've mentioned in this series when I was doing episode 1 and episode 2, I don't typically do overt story playthroughs where the story is being presented to you. I like emergent storytelling. I like the kind of storytelling that emerges in sandbox modes and in strategy games, for instance. So survival games definitely can tell emergent stories, and strategy, titles, of course, you get grand historical narratives that are just completely your own every single time you play, which is awesome. And that's kind of the gameplay experience that I enjoy the most, whether I'm recording for YouTube or not. So there were times while recording this, especially over the last few episodes, where not because of the game itself, not because of the design or how good or bad it was or how it lived up or didn't live up as far as the Long Dark is concerned and the community's expectations, just my general wishes for the kind of gameplay experience that I want, just because of those, I kind of, I was hard to maintain interest for me. I hope that wasn't evident in my commentary, but it was hard to maintain interest simply because it's not typically the kind of experience I'm going for, particularly when I'm recording for the channel. I did it, frankly, because you asked me to. And I love you guys, and I wanted to make sure that we actually have a chance to, talk about the story mode and that I got a chance to experience it. There was enough demand that I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. But now that I've done it, now that I've done episodes 1 and 2, I'm on the fence as to whether or not I'll continue. I'm sure there will be some people being understanding. I'm sure there'll be some people begging me to continue. I will make a judgment call in the future. But anyway, just wanted to share some thoughts on that as well, because I'm sure there might be some curiosity. And hey, look, we're approaching the 25-minute mark. I managed to talk myself through the last, 8 minutes there? Again, thanks so much for watching this and the entire series if you've been following along. Thanks for putting up with the breaks as well. Had a couple of instances where I had to just take this series offline because of the density of my schedule. So I appreciate the understanding and the patience. Glad you guys have enjoyed it, those of you who have. And we will be returning to the Long Dark on the channel in the future, I assure you. So stay tuned for some channel updates coming soon to talk a little bit more about that. Again, comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next series.